Hey guys, it is Wednesday and it is travel day, traveling to Calgary for the Calgary Expo. The expo is 4 days long, Thursday through Sunday. It's gonna be a long trip. I'll be gone for 6 days. So today's just driving. It's, according to Google Maps, a 10.5-hour drive non-stop. So it'll probably take me closer to like 11.5 with stops. My first stop was here at Tim Hortons. It's 8:11. I wanted to leave by 8 and I succeeded, but I spent a lot of time at Timmy's. But I just, I had to stop for a coffee and I got a wrap as well. I did pack food, but I was like, I just want to start off with some Timmy's because I want the coffee and, why not get a wrap? They also gave me a hash brown I did not order, but hey, I'm not complaining. Haha. Well, it's floppy. I didn't grab ketchup though because I didn't realize I was getting a hash brown. Oh, I didn't grab any napkins. Fool! I mean, I guess I have some in my cooler bag. The car is all packed up. Woo woo. Christian helped me with that. He put most of the stuff into the car. And the prints, the prints are in a cardboard box and I always pick it up from the bottom, but Christian grabbed it by these side handles and ended up spilling the prints all over the staircase in the house. And so they were just spread all the way down and turned every which way, and some had hit the door at the end and had crinkled, and I was just like but it was actually fine. Some are probably scuffed and only one really got bent, but it's one of my new prints, and so that can just be the display print. So that set me back a few minutes picking those all up and getting them nicely back in the box. Although they're not sorted, I'll have to sort them later at the hotel. They're kind of all out of order now. They were face down, so I just picked them up and put them wherever. Anywho, I'm gonna quickly finish eating, then hit the road, and I'll talk with you later, I guess. Wherever I end up stopping next. So, update. It's been about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I stopped in Merritt because I really had to pee. I didn't really need gas yet, but I filled up anyway. I had over half a tank still, but might as well fill up while I'm stopped. Cute puppy over there. Dookie. Okay, anyway, it's really pretty here. I'm gonna get going. Got a new coffee because this gas station has a Tim Hortons. Timmy's here. That just means I'm gonna have to pee again in another 2 hours or so. Okay, so it wasn't 2 hours until I had to pee again. It was 1 hour! And I've barely touched my new coffee. Update. 15 minutes after I left, I had to pee again. But I made it almost an hour before I pulled over. Thought my bladder was gonna burst. I passed a crashed airplane, which was interesting. It was not in the ditch or anything. It was loaded onto a trailer being pulled by a truck, but still very interesting. You guys! Oh, there was some beautiful scenery, and I made a mental note of what time I had passed these things so I could download the clips from my dash cam, and those files are just gone. Like, everything from the last time I stopped until now just wasn't recorded. Like, in this case, it's just vlog footage, but what if there was like an accident or something and it didn't record it? So now I'm confused. And I didn't get my really pretty clips. One was of that big red-roofed hotel by the lake. Oh, it's so pretty. And another one was just, the mountains were so high, like right in front of me. It was just beautiful. And so snowy and lovely. Oh. It's not as nice as it could look. Everything's still kind of dead from winter time. Even the evergreens are not that green. But it's still pretty. Anyway, carrying on. You guys, I made it. It's 10:30 local time, 9:30 BC time, and boy was that a journey. It was a little over 12 hours to get to the hotel because every time I stopped for quite a while because I'd try to get clips off of my dash cam and that takes so long. Excuse me. Because the memory card can only hold about like 2.5 hours of clips and then it starts overwriting them. So if I wanted something, I had to grab it while I could. So that slowed me down a little bit. But other than that, it didn't take too much longer than I anticipated. But then when I got downtown, I couldn't find where to park. And apparently they don't have any parking. So I finally found a spot to pull over. I called the hotel. The third time I called, they answered and they said they don't have parking. Well, there's a valet parking service, but that would be $35 every time I park. And I was like, no. So I found a place to park on the street and it's free overnight. I just have to be out of the spot by 7 a.m. because it's a no stopping zone after 7 a.m. So I'm gonna be leaving early. Setup starts at 8 and I was like, well, I don't know if I'll be there right at 8. Now I'm like, I'm gonna be there way before 8 because I gotta be out of my parking spot. And it took me 2 trips to get everything up here. I'm gonna try to reorganize to see if I can get everything down in 1 trip tomorrow because I just hate the idea of leaving stuff in my car, especially downtown. That's just always my rule everywhere is I hate leaving stuff in my car. Even just my pee breaks on the way here, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get broken into. I'm just paranoid, okay? When you live in Vancouver, you just always have to have that fear. So yeah, I took the most valuable things up first. I had this cart just full of stuff, plus I was wheeling this with my second hand. But tomorrow I don't need to bring this because this is clothes, and I don't need to bring these button parts because that's just refill parts for between days. And this I'm gonna try to fit into another container. I still need the actual box because that's how I store the prints under the table and it holds them up and it's easy to grab them. But it's not stackable because it's a cardboard box and the lid doesn't fit because the prints are too tall for the box. So I'm gonna see if I can fit this whole box without the lid into here and rearrange some of this stuff into my other cases because there's still empty space in here because it's not quite to the top. And then this isn't even stuffed very full. Like those tablecloths can go in here. The tricky thing is these, but I just had them draped over my shoulder and that worked because they were part of load number 2. So, you know, it's doable. And there's also the food. But again, I don't need to bring this whole food thing. I can pack a few snacks into one of my bags. So then hopefully I can make it all in 1 trip. If I used a luggage cart from the hotel, I maybe could do it all in 1 trip, but then I'd still have to come back to bring the luggage cart back, so that's still 2 trips. So, you know, I'm just gonna try to rearrange. I was hoping I'd be here a little earlier so I could try editing as much of my Squidward video as possible. I was like, oh, what if I stay up? Like, what if I start editing at 9 and then edit till like 1? I could probably get more than half the video edited. But like, no, if I have to be out here, like out of my parking spot by 7, then I'm going to bed soon. I'm just freaking out because I want that video up ASAP. Otherwise it's gonna have to get delayed and I'll have to put a different video up before it. Like the SpongeBob painting, that might have to go up before it because I'm possibly posting a video of that on May 1st, but that's still a maybe. I'm waiting to hear back about it. And so, because tomorrow night the Artist Alley doesn't even close until 9, and then I'm going to Avengers because I don't want to be at a comic convention all weekend ready to be spoiled by some loser. I was like, that sounded mean. Then I was like, well, if they spoil things like that, I guess then they're a loser. And then Saturday, Artist Alley closes at 8, I think, which is a little earlier, but the fam is here, and so I'm like, oh my God. I mean, my mom is staying with me in my room. We could just chill in the room while I edit. I don't know, that doesn't sound very fun. Christian's parents will also be in town. I don't know if they're staying overnight anywhere. Like, I think they said they're going back Saturday too. I don't know. So they might be gone by the time I leave the Artist Alley. I'm not sure. Another thing, when I got to the hotel, they did not have my reservation, and I was like, what? I'm freaking out because I thought like everything downtown would be taken because of the expo, but thankfully they still had rooms and they had the 2 beds, which is what I wanted, one for me, one for my mom. So, oh, thank God. And they gave me the same discounted price I got through the booking service I use, which is booking.com. Like, I brought up the email, I brought it up in the booking.com app. I was like, look, it says it's confirmed, it's all good, but for some reason they didn't have it. First I thought maybe I booked it for the wrong day, but I did not. Also, yes, I brought this camera because I did not want to vlog a big trip like this with my stupid phone. Also, my car was being like the food police on the way over because every time I reached into the bag of Crispers, my car would beep at me like, bing, bing, bing. And I was like, excuse me, I can eat if I want. It was actually because I was setting off the weight sensor in the seat because I had so much stuff on the passenger seat. And so it's like, put on your seatbelt. And I'm like, I'm wearing my seatbelt. I've had 3 coffees and that Java Monster. Will I be able to sleep? Oh my God, what is leaking? What the heck? It leaked all over the bed. Whatever leaked. I had a couple empty containers in there, but there wasn't enough drops left in it to soak through like that. I also saw people fighting on the street. This guy on a bicycle was yelling at a homeless guy because he stole stuff. What a great day. Actually, it was a great day. I had a lot of fun jamming out in my car. And it's a pretty drive, but I'm glad it's over. 12 hours of driving is enough. I was gonna load the red suitcase onto there, but I'm gonna wait till the morning because I don't know, I just don't want it to crush the box. The less time that thing spends on top of that thing, the better. And then I really just have those 2 containers to bring. Those can go over my shoulder. Fanny packs will be around my waist. I may or may not have the cooler. Oh, I forgot to pack these. I could use one of these as the food bag temporarily. Really, it's for garbage at the con. This is now empty. And these are over here now. If you're wondering why I didn't just pack it like that in the first place, I mean, I don't know. At the same time, I'm glad I have extra space because anything I buy or get gifted, I'll have room for it. Okay, I am ending this vlog here. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. The expo is tomorrow! Okay, it is hours later, and I am going insane. I wanted to watch... Whoa, yellow on my face. Okay, I wanted to watch some movies, like I showed you. I was going to watch those movies I laid out just to have it on the background while I paint. But my computer was not playing the DVDs